How is everyone doing today? And in this video, we are going to be using and showcasing off Jane Doe in the content creator experience server. And of course, before we get into the rest of what we're going to showcase today, because I am going to be giving my first impressions on Jane Doe, which we have been able to play her in the story already, but this is going to be more so when I get to choose my own team and all that different type of stuff, taking her into different content, which holy crap is she super strong in this game. And we're going to be taking her onto multiple different modes, multiple different things, and of course everything that you see up until now, up until live release, is probably going to be able to change if it does. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. We are going to be rocking Jane Doe at D node on terms of the talents, 7s for the talent numbers, or for everything else in regards to the damage coming from her skills, I guess you could say. And then the last thing is going to be her signature weapon and the 4-piece physical set with the 2-piece anomaly set. We're going to be rocking anomaly mastery, physical damage bonus, anomaly proficiency, and of course these are all static. Now to go into the 3 different modes that we're going to be taking Jane in today, we're going to do of course the disc drives, then we're going to do the weekly boss, and then we're going to go into the last node of Shiyu defense. And this is where it's going to be super interesting to see the difference in power and see how strong she is able to be. And today's team we're going to be taking her in with is going to be with Chingy, Jane, and Seth. And the reason why this is all going to blend together, Chingy's going to help with the stun damage multiplier. Jane is of course going to do what she needs to do in terms of anomaly build up and anomaly damage. And then also Seth is here to help out boost Jane with the anomaly proficiency buff and also the anomaly build up buff as well, which is going to be really good for Jane. Now, the one thing I do want to say when it comes to Jane's kit, she just makes reaction in this game super insane. Like, she's able to make disorders crit or assaults crit, let me be more specific on that, and I think that's just absurd with what you're able to do. And with us being able to chain attack into multiple different characters, we're going to be getting a lot of buffs going in with the quick assist with Seth. And then once we go in with Seth, we're going to be getting anomaly bonus shield, and this is going to help us go into Jane, and we're going to start seeing massive numbers, 299k and 200. Oh my god, they're getting these guys are getting melted. Oh my god, these guys, I'm trying to get this last proc off, and holy crap is she nice. Jane puts out numbers, and this of course is with them losing either stun damage multiplier, not even getting the full stun damage multiplier that we could get with Chingy, because I didn't even do the heavy attack on them, and they were taking massive numbers and taking crits on the assaults, bringing it up to the 200Ks, and we're probably going to see it get even further in the future of these showcases as well. To go on to the next one, we're going to probably go into the Dead and Butcher, and we're going to go in with this team. And with this team, again, same premise. Chingy's there to stun, give us a damage multiplier. Seth is for the anomaly proficiency boost, and Jane is just spamming all of her resources. And one cool thing about Jane is that when you do end up using Jane on this team, or whenever you use her on any team, she has a lot of resource management. And the way I see this is because when you look at what exactly you're using out of these characters, for someone like Jane, using her gauge and making sure that you keep it up at all times, being able to also manage when to use your ultimate, when to use your skill, when to use your hold attack, it's gonna be a pretty big thing for Jane when it comes to using her at her max potential. So we're gonna go ahead, try to get the stun damage multiplier with Chingy. And also the really cool thing about having Chingy and Seth on the team is that with these two guys on the team, that means the anomaly buildup for lightning is actually gonna be pretty easy for us, so that we're actually able to get off disorders for the teams. So we're gonna go into Jane, and then we're gonna go into Seth, and it's gonna allow us to use the chain attack, not the chain attack, the quick assist, to go ahead and put us back into Jane. And now you see we're already here, and we're gonna be proccing a 306k assault, that insane amount of, and another 177k. Holy crap, is this insane for a character like Jane to be doing? It's absolutely absurd. 145k, and this is while he is still moving around. We're not even switching to any other character right now, and holy crap, are we taking out chunks of that hell of our whole bro. Anomaly has never been better, specifically with someone like Jade being able to forefront the damage type, which is going to be super exciting to see what more we're going to be looking at, especially because we have more anomaly units coming out in the future. So this is only just the start. And of course, we are going to be making more showcase videos with other teams, like with having Zhu Yin in the team, with having someone like Piper and Lucy on the team. There's a lot of different ways we're going to be spinning this, and I cannot wait to showcase that off once we get to do so. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the basic attack to go back in with Jane, and we're going to ult. Now, we could have used our resources more efficiently, but it's so that we could get the nasty assault off, which is absolutely beautiful. And we're going to keep on building it up. Now, the cool thing about Jane is that she doesn't necessarily need a stunner, but it can help with keeping them immobile so that you can do your job. And of course, being able to get that stun damage multiplier, which can help us increase our damage quite a bit. It's just overall a little bit more comfortable to do so. But I'm pretty sure that most accurate team that you're probably going to use is something like double support or maybe even double anomaly on the team, which is probably going to be the best bet for you when it comes to rocking with Jane and any other character with that team. We're going to go in with Qingyi, and then we're going to finish it off with Jane, who should pretty much finish the whole thing off, because I'm pretty sure this assault is going to hurt like crazy. I didn't even get to see how much that was. Holy yo, Jane is insane in what she's able to do. Like, holy crap, is she just super strong. Being able to make assault crit is already absurd, and that comes with her passive, which I will talk about in my guide. But dang, not being able to do that much damage without having to rely on a character being stunned, and also just overall being able to have a consistent amount of damage. Anomaly buildup is helping you out quite a bit, especially we have someone like Seth and Jane on the team. You get a lot of bonuses that make Jane's job so much easier and make it so that you don't really have to stress on worrying about the resources for the team, worrying about how to play the team, because it pretty much functions by itself. And Jane, while she's in her passion state, you have multiple different ways of being able to regain that state to keep up that anomaly buildup buff that you have. And it's absolutely absurd to see how much damage we're doing with Jane. But of course, let's go ahead and get straight into the last node of Shiyu defense. Now we are going to go into one of the later floors in Shiyu defense, and of course use the team we've been using this whole video, which is Qingyi, Jane, and Seth. And of course, like I said before, the lower mobs in this game, when it comes to anomaly, especially Jane's anomaly, they get evaporated. They're basically gone. 200k for Jane each assault, which is absolutely absurd in every way which possible. So we're gonna go ahead and hopefully get this stun meter off really quickly. That way we're able to go ahead and go straight into Jane and start doing as much damage. And like I said, you don't necessarily need to have Jane in stun mode or have the enemy in stun. That way we're able to do as much damage as possible, because for the most part she can do a lot of her damage off of stun as well. But this is just to give her a little bit of a bump when it comes to the damage we're going to be putting into the enemy later on. We're going to go ahead, chain attack back in, or quick assist back in, my bad. And we're going to go ahead and start going crazy with the assaults. 335k. Holy crap. And this is to rebuild back our passion state. We're going to go back in with another assault, 190k. And then we're going to go ahead and use our ultimate to reboost ourselves back up on the bar. 167 assault. Holy crap. This is insane. The amount of damage we're putting out so quickly with Jane, especially if you understand how to keep her passion state up as much as possible, you're going to get quite a bit of mileage out of Jane's passion state, also her anomaly buildup, her proficiency buff, which is absolutely absurd in what the damage she's able to do. We're gonna go into Seth, into Qingyi, and then into Jane, that we're able to automatically use everything that we can. That's Qingyi, and then we're gonna go into Jane and see how much we're able to do very soon with the anomaly buildup that we have. And that is going to be a 312k assist, not assist, but anomaly. Holy crap. This is absolutely crazy, especially with all the associated buffs we're getting as well with other units in the team. You're doing some damage, absolute damage. I'm trying not to get hit by that. And there's another 188k. Holy crap. And the cool thing is, like, being able to time her ult, being able to manage her passion state is actually a really cool portion of her kit. That's another 202k. Dear lord, dude, this is such a cool character. And Seth too. I definitely want to make an in-depth video on Seth as well, because I think he's such a great character, specifically for a lot of the anomaly characters coming out in the future. But as you can see, this team is able to dumpster on these enemies super quick because of, oh my, god, that that was kind of crazy and on purpose, I guess. Seeing how this team works and seeing how good it flows together, especially Seth and Jane, which these two pairings are absolutely absurd in what they're able to provide each other. But of course, having Chigi as well to help us out on working around these characters in terms of the stun damage, keeping the enemy still. But of course, there's a lot of substitutes you can put in for Chingy, and we're going to be showcasing these off later on. Something like Nicole, something like another anomaly unit, maybe even Zhuyin herself. It's a lot of stuff I want to try out with Jane, so let me know what showcase you were looking for when it comes to working with Jane. Overall, Jane is a super strong character. I cannot wait to make a guide on her to talk about her more in depth, but definitely a really strong step into the anomaly team, because holy crap, being able to make assault crit is such an insane portion of her kit that's allowing us to get these astronomical numbers in terms of what she's able to provide for these disorders. And it's only going to get crazier as time goes by, as you see more anomaly based units, as we see more units who are able to help out anomaly, like something like Nicole or anybody that helps out in that realm of support. Is going to be a super cool thing to see. I cannot wait to see more of Jane Doe. I cannot wait to test her out more with other characters, but specifically her and Seth. Holy crap, do you get a crazy pairing together. But other than that, that's pretty much it going to be for this video. When it comes to my first impressions, overall, really strong character, really fun character at that. And I know a lot of people are going to be very excited when she comes out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave you in the video. See y'all guys in the next one, and peace.